Alright guys, in this video I'm going to talk about how you get traffic to your money tree. How do you drive traffic to your sales page so that people can look at your sales message and decide whether they want to become one of your customers or not become one of your customers. So that's what we're going to cover in this video. Okay, so in this session, I'm going to show you the absolute best source of traffic on the planet, especially if you're on a limited budget. And this is the only source of traffic that I started out with. I'm also going to show you how not to waste your time with traffic sources that just don't work. Okay, now I want to explain something to you very carefully. Traffic, this whole issue of traffic, is something that people make way too big of a deal about in internet marketing. And I believe they do it for a reason, okay? And the reason is because there are literally dozens, if not hundreds, of different ways to drive traffic, okay? Now, what that means is that guys like me who create products see a very, very fertile, very big opportunity there. They go, wait a minute. You mean I can just create products teaching people all of these different traffic tactics and I can sell those products and make money that way? That's awesome. I'm going to do that all day long. Now remember guys, the people that are making money online are the guys who are the entrepreneurs, the guys who are out there creating their own stuff and selling it. All right? That's what I'm trying to get you to do with this course, okay? But you need to understand something. Because that's what they're doing, and because they really don't have a lot of good ideas, what ends up happening is that they end up putting out a lot of disinformation. Okay, so they end up putting out a lot of products that cover and teach traffic tactics that either just plain don't work, or that they've never tested, or that they've never used, or that are just a bad idea. And the reason they're doing that is because they know that if they put out that product and they create that product, you're going to buy it. So they don't really care how effective the traffic source is. All they care about is whether they can convince you that it's effective so that you reach into your pocket and you buy that traffic course, okay? So because of that, there's a lot of sort of myths and disinformation and just plain nonsense when it comes to getting traffic, okay? And I call that the traffic wasteland, okay? Now this is something I need you to understand. The biggest trap in trying to make money online, other than just simply not taking action, which we've already talked about, the biggest trap there is to get obsessed with where you're going to get traffic and to start diving into that endless like whirlpool of all these different traffic tactics and traffic courses and traffic strategies and all that stuff. Because guys, you can get stuck there for years. Think of it as quicksand. You put your foot in that quicksand, you're gonna have a hell of a time getting out. All right, so and you know, if this is your first product, again, you probably are like, Russ, I don't know what you're talking about. But the truth is this: if you've, chances are, if you have bought some courses about internet marketing before, some courses about how to make money online before, a lot of them were probably about traffic. And you see, there's all these different people saying all these different things about how to get traffic and how to drive traffic. Okay, well, that's natural because without traffic, you have no sales. But way too many newbies get stuck worrying about traffic before they have something to sell. Okay, so that's what I want you to avoid. All right, I want you to follow this course. I want you to follow it in order so that you create something to sell first. You put it on a website. You put it on a website with a great sales pitch, and then, and only then, should you worry about traffic. Okay, now the question is this: all of you guys that are out there that are so obsessed with traffic, if I sent you 100,000 clicks to your website today, do you even have something for sale there? If not, what are you doing going out and buying all these traffic courses? I believe that the reason people do that is because it gives them something to do besides actually create something. Like I said before, we are terrified of actually stepping up to the plate and creating something. And so we like to play games with ourselves. Our subconscious will say, wait a minute. Don't go to all the trouble to create that product. You don't even know how you're going to get traffic, do you? Oh, well, no, I don't. Okay, well, great. Let's go spend a couple $1,000s on different traffic sources and then different traffic courses, learning about traffic. And then once you've mastered traffic, then you can go and create something. Well, guys, look, that's a trap. It's the biggest trap in internet marketing. And not to beat a dead horse, but that's a trap that I want you to stay out of. Okay? Create something first. You shouldn't probably even watch the rest of this video until you've gone out and created something that you can actually drive traffic to, that can make you some sales and can make you some money. Because learning about traffic is not going to put food on the table for you. Learning about traffic is not going to get checks sent to your house and payments sent to your PayPal account or your ClickBank account or whatever else. Learning about traffic is not going to do that for you. Learning about traffic is just going to eat up your time and your energy and your attention. Okay? What's going to put food on the table for you, what's going to create freedom for you and your family is if you actually have something to sell. So please, please, please make the effort, create something, and then worry about traffic. Okay? Now, the proper focus for you is to focus on having a sales process that converts first. Okay? That means a product that people want, and it means a website that makes people want to buy it. And only when you have that, only when you have those two things, should you even think about traffic. Okay? Now, the best traffic source on the planet, and the only traffic source that I had when I started, are affiliates. Okay? And what affiliates do is they function like commission-only salespeople. They send traffic to your offer and you pay them commission when they make a sale. All right? It's very simple. And ClickBank, if you decide to put your product on ClickBank, can do this for you. So ClickBank, the great thing about ClickBank is that it already has a built-in marketplace of hundreds of thousands of affiliates who can promote your stuff all day, every day, and send you traffic and send you traffic and send you traffic, and you only pay them when they make a sale. All right? So ClickBank's affiliate network is one of the largest and most capable in the world. So definitely take advantage of it. All right. And guys, listen, there are ClickBank affiliates out there who spend hundreds of thousands of dollars per month on traffic. Doesn't it make sense to have them on your side? So look, if you've looked at any of these traffic courses, you've probably heard about things like article marketing, like video marketing, pay-per-click, pay-per-view, Facebook advertising, email marketing, solo ads, CPA networks, all these different ways of driving traffic. And there's so many of them that, believe me, you cannot possibly hope to master all of them. You probably won't even end up mastering any of them. But there are a lot of affiliates out there who have. So instead of learning how to do that stuff yourself, why don't you just have the affiliates do it for you? Create something that they want to promote. Give them a generous commission and let them send you sales all day, every day. Doesn't that make more sense? I always say this to my students. When you have a sore throat, right? What do? Do you go to Harvard and go to Harvard Medical School for 7 years and become a doctor? No. And learn to learn how to cure your sore throat? No. You go to the doctor's office and he gives you something and you take it and you're better, right? Isn't that a shorter path? So it's like, look, you have a choice. You can go out there and you can try to master every traffic tactic out there on the planet, or you can put your focus on getting affiliates to do that for you. And it's much faster and it's much easier. This was a fundamental choice that I made in the very beginning, guys. I said, you know what? I'm not really going to focus too much on traffic. I'm going to focus on getting affiliates. That, besides my decision to actually go out there and start creating stuff, my decision to focus on getting affiliates is the best decision that I made. If I hadn't made that decision, I would still be behind the bar pouring drinks, all right? And my life would be completely different. So this is a trap that I want to keep you from falling into. And the truth is there's a lot of guys out there that want you to fall into the trap. They're going to use their sales copy. They're going to use their emails. They're going to use all of the persuasion and marketing knowledge that they have to get you to fall into that trap of focusing on traffic. And why? Because they know that if you do, you're going to buy all the traffic courses that they could ever possibly sell you. All right? So it's my job as your coach, as your teacher, if you'll allow me to be that for you, to make sure that you don't fall into that trap, okay? So please, if you write me an email saying, Russ, I bought this one traffic course and I have a question about X, Y, and Z, and I write you back and I say, well, have you created your product yet? And you say no, I'm going to be really pissed because you're just wasting time. And you don't have time to waste. You can always make more money. You can never make more time. All right, so keep that in mind. Get this stuff done. And when it is time to focus on traffic, don't focus on mastering it yourself. Focus on getting affiliates. All right, so let's talk a little bit about how to do that. So the best way to get traffic when you're ready to get it is to do what other businesses do and to pay for it. Okay, and that means to advertise. But let's say that you have a limited budget, and let's say that you only have 50, $100 a month that you could spend on traffic. Where's the best place to spend it? Okay. Well, I believe that you can leverage that limited budget much more effectively by targeting affiliates instead of customers. That's right. You can actually advertise to affiliates instead of to customers. Does that make sense? So look at it like this. If you're targeting customers, okay, you might spend $10 to acquire a customer and you might make one sale. So $10 in advertising, you make one sale. You might think that's pretty good. But let's say you spend that $10 and instead of getting a new customer, you get a new affiliate. Well, now what's that affiliate going to do? He's going to send you more customers all day, every day, forever, and you're going to make multiple sales with that. You understand? I mean, assuming that he, enjoys promoting your product and likes promoting your product and all that other stuff, he's going to continue to promote it. He's going to continue to send you customers, okay? And that's the great thing about this. Well, you might say, well, Russ, doesn't that put that one affiliate in control of my business? Because what if he decides to stop sending me traffic? Well, the truth is you're not just going to get one affiliate, you're going to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So yeah, are some of them going to drop off? Sure, who cares? That's fine. I don't care as long as there's a core of them that are still there promoting my stuff. And you should advertise to affiliates, and you should advertise to affiliates regularly so that you constantly have a new batches of affiliates coming in and promoting your stuff and promoting your stuff and promoting your stuff. And when you do that, it allows you to leverage a budget, even one that's limited. I mean, when I was first starting out, all I spent was, I think, like $200 a month just on recruiting affiliates. And the moment I started doing that, the traffic to my website increased, I think, 20 times over. I'd have to go back and look at the analytics, but I remember, like, the very next day, I had a traffic explosion to my website, and that's when things really took off for me, is when I started making a conscious, concerted, dedicated effort to start going after affiliates instead of going after customers. Okay, so it's that same thing again with the fisherman and the fishery. All right, I don't want to, if I own the fishery, it's a waste of my time for me to go out there and catch fish. I want to go out there and hire, 10, 20, 100 fishermen who are going to go out there all day long and catch all the fish in the world. If I do that, I don't even have to know anything about fishing. All I got to know is how to hire fishermen. And that's how entrepreneurs think. If you want to, start a company that makes cars, you don't need to know everything there is to know about how to build a car. You just need to know how to hire the engineers who do. Your job isn't to be there on the factory floor welding and putting stuff together. Your job is to be running the operation. And as that entrepreneur who's running the operation, your job is to delegate. And affiliates provide a ready-made way for you to do that. Okay, so again, if you've got money to spend on advertising, recruit affiliates. If you don't have money to spend on advertising, get a little bit of it and recruit affiliates, because they're going to turn around and send you, more traffic than you know what to do with once you get them on board. Now, the best place to advertise for affiliates is actually on ClickBank itself. And now, I wanted to take you guys through the different options that ClickBank has, but they change constantly. So I don't know when you're going to be seeing this video, so I don't want to give you outdated information. I want it to be current. So the best thing for you to do is to contact ClickBank, because they offer you the ability to advertise directly to their affiliates. And pretty much any affiliate platform that you decide to use. It's not like ClickBank is the only game in town. There are some other ones. I just think they're the best. Which is why this course that you're watching right now is hosted on ClickBank, is being run on the ClickBank network. It's because they have the most affiliates, the best affiliates, the affiliates who really know what they're doing, okay? So I would contact ClickBank if I were you, and I would ask them what options they have available for you to advertise to their affiliate network. And they have a ton of stuff. They have ads inside the marketplace. They have dedicated emails that go out to like 200,000 affiliates. I mean, it's crazy. And so for a few $100s, you can get your product in front of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds or thousands of affiliates. And guys, that is priceless, okay? Please don't even think twice about doing that. If you've got a great product, if you've got a sales process that's working well with a great sales pitch and everything is up and running, then your number one job is to start getting affiliates. All right, so I really hope that makes sense to you. Now let's talk about how to get free traffic, because I know that some of you want to know some traffic tactics just so you can sort of get the ball rolling on your website, okay? Now, I included as a special bonus a video underneath this one, okay? Now that video is one that I actually lifted from one of my other courses called the Knockout Profit System, okay? And in that video, I outline 2 of the best free traffic tactics I've ever seen, and I show you exactly how to take advantage of it, exactly how to use it, okay? Now, also, as a special bonus, one of my best-selling courses of all time was a traffic course called Endless Traffic Tap, where I taught people how to get, very, very, very cheap traffic and drive that traffic very effectively. As a special bonus, I've included that entire course here for you as well, so that you've got that too. So you can see a tab over in the navigation area that says Endless Traffic Tap, and that's where you can go to watch that entire course, okay? But again, and I cannot stress this enough, I wouldn't even watch those videos until you've got your product created and up and online with a great sales pitch, okay? Because, traffic is one of those things that takes a lifetime to master. And if you start thinking to yourself, I'm going to go master traffic, and you haven't created anything, you haven't produced anything, you don't have anything for sale, you're just going to be dead in the water. You're just going to be wasting time, okay? And I don't want you to waste time, okay? Focus on creating your product first, and then focus on recruiting affiliates. And then maybe Once you've got a ton of affiliates, once you're making a bunch of money, once you're making sales, then maybe you can start to dabble in paid traffic and start to explore that. Okay, so priority number one is to get your product and your sales pitch created and up and online. Priority number two, get affiliates. If all you do are those two things, you can have a 6 or 7 figure business if you have a product that sells well. Okay, you can have that without knowing anything about driving paid traffic. If all you know is how to create a product, how to sell it, and how to get affiliates, you're good to go. Okay, so don't get stuck into that trap of traffic. Okay, once you have those two things locked down, if you want to drive some of your own traffic, then by all means go through Endless Traffic tab, go through the other bonus videos I provided, and learn how to do it. But don't get sidetracked there, please. Okay, again, don't even think about buying traffic until you have something to sell. All right. That's it for this video. That should tell you exactly what you need to do. Get out there, create your stuff. As soon as the stuff is created, get out there and focus 100% of your energy on getting affiliates. And that's the best and highest use of your time.